Hello, my name is Miss Sasha. I'm a teaching artist in the PACE program with the Lafayette Parish school system in Lafayette, Louisiana. Today, we are going to design our own insect. The supplies that you'll need are very simple. We'll need at least 2 pieces of paper the size of copy paper or line paper, whatever you have, a basket of assorted crayons, including black, glue, and scissors. Now is a good time to go ahead and pause your video, collect your supplies, and when you get back, all you have to do is press play. Now that we have everything we need, let's go ahead and design our insect. The first thing you'll need is one of your pieces of paper. Right now my paper is vertical. We want to go ahead and fold our paper in half, make a nice crease, and this will be the paper we're going to use to create our insect. There it is. Let me get all ready. All right, get your black crayon. Here's mine, 1 black crayon. Perfect. Now, insects are a wildly diverse bunch of animals. There's between 6 and 10 million different species of insect. That might include ants, bees, beetles, flies, etc. They're the most diverse group of animals. So let's go ahead and get started. One thing to know about an insect is that what makes them the same is that they all have a few specific parts. Do you know of any of their parts? If you guessed a head, that is correct. All insects have heads. They have a head, and then the center part of their body is called a thorax, and the bottom part of their body is called an abdomen. Abdomen, head, thorax, abdomen. How many legs does an insect have? Got any good guesses? If you guess 6, that's right. Insects have 6 legs. They also have 2 antennas. The other thing that all insects have is that they are cold-blooded. That means their body temperature changes with the temperature outside. So if it's cool or warm, they adjust to that temperature. And almost all insects hatch from eggs. Let's go ahead and get started. You see the center fold that we made? That's going to be this line right here. So go ahead and make a nice long line. It doesn't go all the way across. Let me try this one. There we go. That's black. It doesn't go all the way across. I've left a little space on both sides. There we go. Perfect. So on this, using this line, we're going to make his abdomen. The abdomen is the bottom part of the bug. And as you can see, I have lots of different choices for you. You can pick whichever one you want. I'm going to go ahead and make one. Since I already have one with a point, I'll make a rounded one. I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom. Maybe I'll leave 2 fingers at the bottom and put me a little dot right there. And I'm going to go ahead and make it rounded at the bottom. This one's round or curved at the bottom. There's my abdomen. Go ahead and choose yours. This one's a little bit more difficult. You could just kind of curve it in. This one's curved up. This one has a bump. And this one is straight. You can pick whichever abdomen you'd like. Perfect. Remember, you can always pause the video and get caught up. Let's go ahead and put a line down the middle of his abdomen. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and design his thorax. Now, let's see. These are all kind of curved. I have other examples of thorax. Watch this. Look, here's an interesting shaped thorax. See the orange part? Let's see. That one's curved. This one's kind of more of an oval. And this one is slanted on 2 sides and flat at the top. I think I'll go ahead and do that one. It's similar to this. I'm only going to go about halfway up. Watch. Slant, slant, and then close it up. You can choose any one that you like. That is his thorax. So far we have his thorax and his abdomen. He needs a head. This head is very rounded. This one as well. This one is kind of similar to this shape. I'll go ahead and do this one. I'm not going to go all the way to the top. This one kind of curves. Watch. Curves, and it might have a little bubble. There's no wrong answer to designing your own insect as long as it has all of its insect parts. Head, thorax, abdomen. Perfect. Now using our black, we're going to go ahead and add a few different designs to each part of our animal. We're not going to do his antenna or his legs yet. We're going to save that till we cut our insect out. So this insect, let's see, on my abdomen, I think I'm going to go ahead and put some big curved shapes, and maybe I will add a polka dot in the center of each one. There. This one has stripes, this one has circles and lines, and this one has zigzag lines. We're not coloring our insect in either. We're adding some detail with our black first. How's everyone's insect coming along? While you're drawing that, I'll let you know that insects are mostly herbivores, and herbivores eat plants, leaves, roots, nectar, seeds, and wood. Some hunt other insects, like a praying mantis. A praying mantis will hunt and eat another insect, and so will other insects as well. But most insects are herbivores. I'm going to add one more right here. How's that? Everybody have a cool design on the abdomen of their insect? Great. I'm going to keep the thorax simple this time. I think I'm going to put stripes. Instead of going vertical, I think my stripes are going to go horizontal this time. How's that? Remember, there's no wrong answers in designing an insect. It can be however you want. I'm just showing you the different parts. So maybe later, when you have some more free time, you can design another insect, or you can show somebody else how to do it. They'll think that's way cool. There are some insects that are called parasites, and they more like lice or fleas. They feed on larger flesh or blood without killing them. That's why a flea will bite you, or maybe even a mosquito would bite you, and it doesn't kill us, but it does hurt, and it's aggravating. So those are called parasites. Those are insects that, you know, feed on other larger flesh, per se. All right, how are we doing? So we can go ahead and add some big eyes to our insect, just like I did to this one, or this one. Let's see, I will put a big eye on the side of this guy, like this. I'm going to color my eyes in nice and black. There we go. If you wanted to add more of a design inside of his head, you can. Look, I'll just do a bunch of curved lines in mine. How's that? Kind of looking crazy. Good. Head, thorax, abdomen. Looking good, everybody. Now that we've drawn our three major parts of our insect, our head, thorax, abdomen, we can go ahead and add some color to it. So I have an assorted container of crayons, and I'm going to go ahead and just start coloring in my insect. Remember, don't add the antennas or the legs yet. I have a big plan for that. Here we go. I may use blue here. I might do all of mine the same color, and you could do them all different colors. Perfect. I have blue. Go ahead and complete coloring your abdomen. I'm going to add green. There I go. So my abdomen's all complete. I can start working on my thorax. I think a little bit of yellow would work. Maybe I'll do a pattern. A pattern of yellow and maybe orange. What do you think about that? Good. How does your thorax look? Are you picking some amazing colors? Have you ever designed a bug like this before? While you're coloring that, I'll let you know that there's lots of benefits to insects. Some may think of insects as pests, like wasps, bees, butterflies, ants, but all of those insects help to pollinate flowers, and when collecting nectar, they're spreading out all of the pollen across all the flowers and the helping to have healthy crops and plants and beautiful flowers and trees. So we need these insects for pollination, right? Another funny insect fact is that some insects are able to walk on the surface of water. You ever seen those bugs or insects on the water? Those are insects if they have 6 legs. And did you know that only male crickets chirp? That's another fun insect fact. Let's go ahead and color our insect's head. Let's see. I might go back with some green around his eyes. It's kind of blending a little bit with my black. I actually might add some black. Let's see. Ooh, not really black, it's brown, but it'll work. I'll just finish it up with this brown. How's that? Do you like it? Perfect. So while you're finishing up his head, let's see. Insects like bees, termites, and ants, they live in well-organized societies. So they have like different jobs and different places that they live within their little colony. So they're very well organized. They have workers, and they have some that go out and pollinate the flowers. They have queens, all kinds of different cool things that bees, termites, and ants do within their little colony, their little society. How's your insect coming out? Perfect. Let's go ahead and take our insect, and we're going to cut it out at this point. Look, you can go around it. Take your time. Try not to cut any of your insect parts off. I usually leave just a little edge around mine. It's okay if you cut a part off. We're going to end up gluing it onto our paper. Sometimes we accidentally might cut his head off or his abdomen, and that's all good because we're going to go ahead and glue our insect on as soon as we have it all cut out. Here he is. So look, when you go to glue it, I glued this one straight. These are all straight, but you are more than welcome to do it slightly turned to the side, and that's how I'll do this one. Watch. Go ahead and put a nice little amount of glue on the back of your insect. You don't have to put a ton. And I will do mine slightly tilted. How about that? Just to show you a difference. Perfect. Go ahead and get your bug glued on. All right, now that our insect is glued to our paper, it's time to go ahead and add on his 2 antennas and his 6 legs. So, I have a few pictures here that I just want to show you. Look at all the different types of antennas that an insect can have. Tons, huh? And then you also have lots of legs. Their legs are used for different things. Different insects have different legs. If you're a jumping insect, running, walking, digging, swimming, grasping, they will all have some different type of leg. So, here we go. I have my black. And look at all these different insect antennas that I did. I did all of them very, very different. So let's go ahead. You choose your antenna. I will do this one, this crazy one right here. So I'll just start here, and I'm just going to curve down and around. Look. It's kind of just a bunch of little circles, all strung together. You can color them in if you want. You can leave them hollow. It doesn't really matter. We are just designing our very own insect. Ooh, that looks kind of crazy. Awesome. So look, they have this guy. I bet he's used for clasping. They have this one. This one's kind of curved around. All these insects have different ones. Maybe I'll add a little bit to it, a little end to it. There's no wrong answers. You can do whatever you want. And if you don't like this one, when you create your next insect, you can do a different style of antennas. Perfect. Are we ready to do our legs? All right. We're going to do 6 legs, 3 sets. 3 on one side and 3 on the other. So let's start with 2 up here. We're just going to add some little rectangles to give us a starting point, okay? So somewhere up close to his head, put a little rectangle on this side and a little rectangle on this side. And then move down somewhere in the middle of your insect and do the same thing. A little rectangle and a little rectangle. And somewhere near the bottom, do 2 more rectangles, 1 on each side, 1 over here and 1 over here. This is the beginning of our insect's 6 legs. Okay, let's go ahead and work on this one. So let's make the next part of our insect's legs maybe go up, maybe a tinier rectangle. Maybe it curves around this way in a little rectangle, a long skinny rectangle, right? And then maybe at the end of this one, they have some little graspers or something. Perfect. You could do that. You can make them have more of a hook, or just it ends with a little tiny rectangle. All right. Let's do our center set of insect legs. You ready? Let's make these go down as well. Yours can go up, yours can go to the side, and maybe this one will curve out into a little point. And if it goes off the page, it's okay. Look, it just curved off the edge of the page, and maybe on these I will also do that. Not on this side because it's off the page, and that's okay. Do you have it? Perfect. Now let's do our bottom legs. Maybe these will go down. And maybe out. Maybe out with little bubbles. So listen, only 1% of insects are harmful to humans. So not that many sting or bite, right? Only 1%. That's not very many. And just so you know, spiders are not insects. Spiders have 8 legs. And one more good fun fact is that bees are located everywhere, only they are not in the Antarctica, and neither are ants. Ants are not in Antarctica. All right, let's add one more thing to our insect's legs. And most insects have like little hairs on their legs. here and there and everywhere. That's for kind of gathering up the pollen. If they go sit on the plant, they'll get, their furry little legs will attract the pollen. So as you can see on some of these, I have hair. I don't have it on all of them, but you can. It's not a big deal. It's up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and add some hair on some of my legs like this. It's just little lines, unless you have a better way of doing it. Look at that. Look at that insect. So look, I created all of these. I just used different shapes. It helped me to fold the page so I knew where halfway was. You can also add wings if you'd like. If you wanted to cut out a piece of colored paper, I'll show you. You could always add some type of wings, right? That you could glue on and design. You don't even have to glue them all the way down. You could bend the ends, look, and just glue them on like this so they're more three-dimensional, you see? You can design the wings with another crayon. These were created with tempera paint and black crayons. We cut them out just like we did this. This is for primary and secondary, and this is for warm and cool bugs. Isn't that cool? So, whether you enjoy the beauty of a butterfly or swatting away a mosquito, insects are a huge part of our world that can be beneficial or slightly irritating. So no matter how big or small these animals are, insects rule the planet, and they are the largest species on this earth. By learning more about these amazing creatures, we can protect all of the good that they do. So we'll be posting a new lesson every day at 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time for kindergarten, first and second grade, each tied to an academic curriculum. Some lessons will be in visual arts and some lessons will be in movement. So be sure to come back and make art with us tomorrow. If you're interested in supporting programs like this, you can donate to the Acadiana Center for the Arts, the nonprofit who manages the PACE program, using the link in the description. Help keep our artists working, share our videos, and keep making art. Thank you so much for creating an insect with me today. Have a great one.